Hi there. Are you feeling overwhelmed about your upcoming IVF cycle? If you do, you are not alone. It can be a very overwhelming process. In fact, I have some very practical tips to share with you in this video. So come on, let's go. And welcome to the Fertility Godmother show, where we talk about all things fertility. Hi, I'm Denise Erez, lovingly known as your fertility godmother, and I help couples get pregnant, stay pregnant, and have a healthy baby by using holistic medicine and neuroscience together. Today, I'm here to guide you with 4 practical tips to help you prepare both physically and emotionally for IVF. We'll talk about maintaining a positive mindset, gentle exercises, and self-care tips. So let's dive in. First, let's talk about the emotional side of things. Going through the IVF process can feel like a roller coaster. In fact, the fertility journey itself is quite the roller coaster with all the ups and downs. It's so normal to feel anxious, uncertain, worried, and overwhelmed when you're going through this process, especially if it's the first time. That being said, trying to keep a positive mindset can be really beneficial for you. And some ways that you can keep a positive mindset is to surround yourself with positive people that you feel safe with, people that you can trust, creating that safe space for you, really acknowledging what your feelings are. If you need to turn inward a little bit more and just kind of maybe create some space so you have some quiet time, or even just being with friends to take your mind off of things for a little bit. Another thing that can be really helpful if you're feeling that overwhelm, instead of stacking up all the things and looking at all the things that have to be due and it's so much, really just kind of shrinking it down and looking at things one thing at a time, and even writing it down so that you feel really clear and you feel really organized. In fact, that reminds me of another really great tip for you is make sure you write down your questions, because when you go into your appointments, the doctors and the nurses are there to make sure that everything is right and you're ready to go, and they're doing their job. And then if you have questions, sometimes you get caught up in all of that emotion and hurriness, you forget to ask the question. So when you write your questions down, it's really helpful. So you can put it in your phone in the notes or put it in your folder, but that can be really beneficial for you if you go ahead and write your questions down. Your emotional health is just as important as your physical health. In fact, your emotional health affects your physical health, just as your physical health affects your emotional health. Have you ever had a day where just emotionally you felt off, so your body feels tired, or maybe you feel sick and so emotionally you don't feel as good? They work together. You really can't separate them. So we really want to make sure that your mental and emotional health is really healthy and ready for this. You have the resilience, you have the strength, you can absolutely do this. Next on the list, let's focus on nutrition. Nutrition is huge. So if you haven't seen my videos about preconception care before, what I do hope for you is that you started, or you're starting right now, preparing your body before you're going through the IVF. If you are jumping into the IVF in the next couple weeks, then do the best you can right now and still keep the consistency in case there's another IVF down the road that needs to be done. So nutrition is huge and makes a huge impact on your overall health and also your emotional health. When we eat healthy, our body feels alive, our body feels healthy, it feels happy, it helps our mood, and we can protect our cells, protect our eggs, nourish them in our uterus as well, so that they can do their best. And when you're going through IVF or when you're trying to get pregnant, you want to be at your best health so that you can not only optimize your chances of getting pregnant and staying pregnant, but giving your baby the best chances possible. And so eating a nutritious diet can be really helpful, and I have a lot of videos about the foods that we should be eating, but just to summarize, we want to make sure that you're having high quality proteins, high quality fats, lots and lots of vegetables, heavy on the greens, yet we really want the whole rainbow, limiting the sugars and the white, anything white except cauliflower, and you can have bananas too, but really eliminating the sugar, the processed foods. Those things are super important throughout your whole life, and especially when you're trying to get pregnant. It's going to make a huge difference for you. I like to do a nutritious smoothie in the morning. I'll put some high quality protein powder, my veggies, lots of spinach, blueberries, and banana, and sometimes I'll put in some almond butter to help sustain me a little bit longer. But right there, I'm getting a meal packed with nutrients, and it energizes me, it keeps me full, and it really helps me get my antioxidants in, my phytonutrients in, my fiber, my protein, my high quality fats. Boom. all in one meal. Another thing I like to do is eggs and some avocado. And you could either do a gluten-free piece of toast, a whole grain toast, or sourdough toast. But really want to make sure that you're getting high quality bread, not inexpensive bread that's going to dissolve really quickly and just turn into sugar. We want to get, again, nutrients, and we want to make sure you're getting some fiber in those grains, some high quality grains. Another great alternative with some seeds and some nuts, and boom, there you go. You have another nutritious breakfast for you. Exercise is another key component to overall health and your fertility. Now, if you're on stimulating medications, you probably can't really exercise because the ovaries are heavy and you can cause like torsion where the ovaries twist and can cause a lot of pain and really can be dangerous for you. So a lot of exercise when you're on your stimulating medications is not a good idea, but you could go for some walks, you could do some gentle yoga, just making sure you're not doing certain moves. But before that, you can absolutely exercise, especially if you are somebody who loves to exercise, then please do. It's so important to get those happy hormones going and getting that circulation and feeling good and releasing stress, right? All the things that exercise does is so important when you're going through the IVF process as well. And finally, let's not forget self-care. So during this time, as I said in the beginning, you may need to block some time out just for yourself. You know, making sure that you're getting the self-care, whether it's going for a walk in nature or journaling or doing meditation or taking a warm bubble bath because we don't want it too hot. We don't want it to cook your eggs. Reading a book or snuggling with your honey. Something that you are nourishing your soul, that you are bringing joy and filling up your cup. So whether that is being with friends and kind of not talking about it, or whether that's just kind of curling up with a blanket and reading a book, or lighting some candles, taking care of you. Those things are really important. Getting a massage, acupuncture, self-care. There's so many different ways you can do it. Figure out what brings you joy. So I'm asking you right now, what brings you joy? What are some things that you can do for your self-care? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Share with me what brings you joy and make sure that you block some time out for that. It's so important. Sometimes we just need this space so we can process all the things that are going on. I trust this video was helpful. I know you got this. If you do need more support and guidance, I am here for you. You can click the link in the description below and we can set up a talk. I'd love to be able to support you. And just know that preparing for IVF is not easy, and yet you can do hard things. And with the right mindset, the right nutrition, taking care of yourself and moving your body, those things make a significant difference. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And remember, you're not alone. We are in this together. Sending you oceans of love. Until next time, I'm Denise Erez, your fertility godmother, wishing you a healthy, happy